Slowly take our hands to the heart in prayer position. With the eyes closed, gently looking a little bit down within your heart space. And connecting with that unconditional love within ourselves. The deep inner peace that is within us. And the feeling of compassion. All the suffering, all the difficult things that are happening in this world, in this life. You know, this is a place within us we can always go back to. Whatever happens in the life, in our lives, can connect with this space within, this deep love, peace, and compassion. So again, bring your awareness also to that which you want to welcome, which you want to let it grow. Maybe a quality, maybe an intention. And also think of something that you want to release, that no longer serves you anymore. And then let's finish by chanting 3 ohms, taking a deep breath in. Breathing deeply in. Deeply in, last time. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace within, peace all around us. Peace in this. Take the hands for a moment to the third eye, acknowledging our inner guidance and wisdom. And slowly bring your hands down to the floor, bending forward, grounding yourself back. On an inhale, coming slowly up. And from there, finding your way into child posture. At the back of your mat. You can take cushions if you like in front of you to rest your head. You can sit even on a cushion if you like. And then just rest the forehead, rest the arms next to the body with the palms facing up and release the forehead down to the earth. Or maybe you want to do it without a cushion. Allow yourself to really sink down into the floor, letting the frontal brain relax, letting the buttocks relax, release down towards the heels. Breathe into your lower back and into your belly. And then slowly, while staying in child posture, only bring your arms forward. And start to stretch the hands forward, walking forward as much as you can while you keep your buttocks on the heels. So then you feel a nice stretch in the upper back, keeping the forehead resting on the floor. And just take a few deep breaths here. And then on the inhale, coming up on hands and knees. Taking the knees under the hips and the hands under the shoulders. And just swing a little bit with your hips from left to right. Maybe also with your head, loosening up slowly the spine. Very gentle. And then coming to stillness, start making gentle circular movements. As if you have a pencil in your navel and you're creating spirals, slowly circling outward. And then the opposite direction, creating spirals, the opposite direction, slowly becoming smaller. Until you coming slowly back to stillness. And then once you're still, bring the right hip to the right and look to the right. And then bring the left hip to the left and look to the left. And do that a few times, from right to left, to right, to left. And then when you're left, round your back and go with your hips to the right and then look to the right and then circle back to the left. So making circles to the right, making your spine hollow and round. And you can let your head move with it. So we're doing yin yoga, but at the same time, we'll also do a little bit of gentle movement. And the opposite direction. So circling the hips, making them round and hollow. And coming back to stillness. Did we do the opposite direction already? Yeah, okay. Then bend your left arm a little bit and take your right arm through the left arm all the way until you can relax on your whole right shoulder and right arm. And then your left arm, you can take it up and then you can take it behind you and just let it relax there. Or you can take the inside of your right thigh and just relax here. If this is too much for you, if it's not nice for your shoulders, then you can also just stay here or come back into child posture. And try to stay here for a little while, breathing deeply through any tension. The Palm of the hand is facing up. Palm of the right hand, I mean. Keep a nice deep breath in the belly. Slowly releasing the arm behind you, the left arm. Take it in front of your head. Spread the fingers, and on the inhale, press yourself back up again. Maybe you need to roll the shoulders a little bit on the head. And then slowly prepare for the other side. Bending the right arm a little bit. Take the left arm through the right until you relax on your whole left side of your head, left shoulder, left arm. Take the right arm up, and then you can take it behind you. You can just relax it here, or you can take the inside of the left thigh. Breathing here. Slowly releasing the right arm, take it in front of your face, spread your fingers, and slowly come up again on hands and knees. And then from here, slowly walk your hands forward, coming into the heart opening Anahata posture. So if you're very open, then you can come all the way down like this. And you can relax your head on the forehead or on the side. If you're not so open, maybe you want to take cushions or blocks or books where you can bring your elbows on. Or maybe you could just stay here. But be careful that it doesn't give too much pressure on the shoulders. But you can also come on your elbows like that. So there's a few variations you can get yourself into. And when you're all the way on the elbows, and you could put your elbows on blocks or books. You can also take the palms of the hands together, bend your arms, and relax your hands like this. Another option. So find the option that feels good for you. And again, we're going to release and relax for a little while. And from here, you can slowly come back on the elbows again, on the lower arms. You can also stay longer in the Anahata posture, the full one that I showed before. If it's enough, then just come again on the elbows like this. And from there, you can slowly stretch out your legs and come to lie on your belly. Oops. In the Sphinx posture. So the Sphinx posture, you're just on your elbows, and you look forward. The big toes are touching, the heels separated. We're just going to first come into a little movement again. Take a deep breath in through the nose, relax the head a little bit. And on the exhale, look as far over the right shoulder as you can towards your left foot. On the inhale, come back to the middle. On the exhale, look as far over the left shoulder with your right foot. Very simple movement, but very nice for your lower back. Come back to the middle. Exhale, look over the right to the left foot. Inhale, back to the middle. And exhale, looking over the left. Inhale, back to the middle. And you can bend your legs for a moment. Maybe circle the feet inwards and outwards. And you can try to bring the knees a little wider and bring the soles of the feet together. You bring the knees a little wider, the soles of the feet together, and then slowly start pressing the feet down. So the soles of the feet are really touching each other, like a froggy. And then slowly, very slowly, but keep pressing at the same time, the navel down. And at the same time, you can try to bring the feet slowly down. You will feel this in your lower back. Don't go too far, and then just stay there. Breathe into the tension or into the painful areas that you feel. It's not possible to bring the feet all the way down, and not necessary at all. Just gentle, gentle, aiming them downward. And then slowly release, stretch out the legs again, the toes catching. And now we slowly start elongating the arms, spreading the fingers, coming into the seal posture. So in normal cobra, you bring the hands like here, you come really high. But in the yin variation, you keep the hands forward. Try to relax the shoulders and just look forward. So you don't have to come very high. And again, you will feel this in your lower back. So feel where you can just feel enough stretch happening, but don't go too far in it. And then just stay there, breathe into it. Because we want to stay here for a little while. That's why it's important. It's comfortable, but you're also on the edge. Relax your head a little bit forward. And then just breathe and relax, release in the posture. If you feel you can come higher, you can try that. But again, you must be able to release and relax in the posture. And slowly allow yourself to come down with the arms again. Bring one hand on top of the other, rest the forehead, and wiggle the hips from left to right. And coming back to stillness, looking gently forward. And this is a very nice way to open any tension in the shoulders. We're going to bring the arms crossways, like scissors, and walk them away from each other with the palms facing up. And you can take a block or a book to rest your head on. So from the front, it looks just like this. You're walking your hands, your arms away from each other with the palms facing up. Don't worry about the legs, they can be relaxed. And if you want, you can take a cushion or a book or something to relax your head on, which is quite nice. Or if it doesn't work with the cushion, you can just relax your chin. Somebody is still arriving. So in Yin Yoga, it's really important to find the stillness in your posture, where you can breathe through your tension, where it feels very uncomfortable, but by breathing through the uncomfortable feeling, you start to release and relax. certain places in your body, which often you don't target with other more kind of flowing ways of doing yoga. On the inhale, bring your head slowly up. Just look how your arms are, which arm you have forward. I have my left arm forward. And then release the arms for a moment. Maybe roll the shoulders backwards and forwards a little bit. Like if you have any tension, you can take your hands on the shoulders, making circles. And then change sides. So bring the other arm forward. And then again, walk your hands away from each other and relax the head. Again, slowly coming out of the posture, bring your head up slowly, bring the arms back, take your hands on the shoulders, make circular movements with the elbows backwards and forward. And then taking the hands on breast level, and for a moment, press yourself back into child posture. On the inhale, up on hands and knees. And then we're just going to stretch out in a downward dog for a moment. If that's too much for you, then you can just stay in the cat. Come on the toes. Press yourself away from the hands. Make sure your fingers are spread equally. And you can alternate the stretch, bending one leg at a time, pressing one heel at a time, down to the floor. And then you can come on the toes, bending your legs, press yourself away from the hands as much as you can, opening the upper back, and then slowly pressing both heels down as far as you can down to the floor. Taking a few deep breaths here in the full downward dog. Keep pressing the buttock bones away from each other so you release your lower back. And then bend your knees and rest in child posture again. And then on the inhale, come up a little bit. We're not going to stay here this time. Bring your knees a little bit wider than the hips and take your right arm through the left. And again, we're going to relax like we did before on one side. And you can keep the hands, if you want, like this on top of each other. Or you can bring the left arm again over your lower back and let it kind of go behind you. If you want, again, you can take hold of the right thigh or just let it relax on the right side of your back. The palm of my right hand is facing upward. So I feel really a nice opening in the whole shoulder part. I'm really working this yin class on opening the shoulders, the upper back, and of course it always targets the hip area, but it's very nice also to work on the upper back and the shoulders. Breathing nice and deep in the lower belly. Slowly releasing the left arm, bringing the hand in front of the face, and slowly press yourself up for a moment. In between, before we do the other side, we just make a few lions. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, bring the tongue out as far as you can, looking to the space between the eyebrows. Releasing, making some funny faces. Stretching the facial muscles. And again, taking a deep breath in, and on the exhale, bring your tongue out as far as you can, looking towards the third eye. Again, make some funny faces. Stretching the facial muscles. And last time, take a deep breath in, bring your tongue out as far as you can, and this time look to the tip of the nose. And relax the facial muscles, making some funny movement with the facial muscles. And then doing the other side, bending the right arm and taking the left arm through the right as far as you can. And then relaxing on your whole left side. Take the right arm up to the sky and then take it behind you. And just let the arm reach behind you like this. Or take it inside of the left side. And breathing and releasing in this posture. Slowly releasing the right arm, take the right hand in front of your face, spread the fingers, and slowly push yourself back up again. And then slowly coming up to sitting. Bring the knees as wide as you can. Still sitting, cross leg. And this time you can take some cushions. And just relax for a moment over the cushion into a very relaxing posture. The toes maybe can touch, the heels are separated. And you just sit in between the knees with your head relaxing on the cushion. Slowly start to walk yourself back up to sitting. And take the cushion a little bit away from you for the moment. And then come to sit in half butterfly. So the right leg is bent and the left leg is straight. Keep your cushions near to you because we're going to use them. First, we're going to create space a little bit in the body by taking the hands behind you, fingers pointing away from the body, and just press into the fingertips, open the chest, roll the shoulders backwards. Breathe into your chest, opening the heart. And then bring your hands in front of you and start walking forward. So you can use cushions in front of you. So we're going to come forward with the right leg bent and the left leg straight. And you can take cushions in front of you. You can take one hand on top of the other, rest the forehead. Whatever you need to slowly stretch towards the front. You can decide to stay here longer, or if you want to come in the next variation, you can slowly move your left arm to the left, taking hold of the inside of the left foot, or just relaxing your left arm on the left shin bone. And take your right arm over your head, opening the right side of your body. And on the inhale, coming slowly up. And then take your hand, your right hand to the right, and just also lean a little bit towards the right side. You can walk your right hand away from you. The legs are still the same as they were before, but this time you straight to the left side. And on the inhale, coming slowly back. And then slowly changing sides. Wait, I just need to have a look at somebody in the chat. Okay. Changing sides, bending the left leg, stretching out the right. Take your hands behind you a little bit. Come on the fingertips. Press into the fingertips. Open the chest. Roll the shoulders backwards. Take a few deep breaths into your chest, into your heart. The heart chakra expanding. And then slowly take the hands forward and slowly start moving forward. And again, you can use cushions. Take one hand on top of the other, rest the forehead on top of your pile of cushions if you need to. So one leg straight, one leg bent. You can stay here or you can do the next variation where you slowly come up. Take the inside of the right foot with your right hand, or just relax your right lower arm on your shin bone, and on the inhale, take the left arm up, breathing into the side body. Be aware that you don't create tension in your neck. You can gently look upwards, or you can relax your head down. Just be aware that the neck is relaxed. Taking another few deep breaths here. And then on the inhale, coming slowly back to the middle. And then we'll do the other side. You can just walk your hand away, or you can come on the elbow, taking the right arm up. Keep aware that your right buttocks stay on the floor. Breathing into the other side, stretch. Keeping the shoulder relaxed, neck relaxed. On the inhale, coming back. And then taking the soles of the feet together into the diamond shape. So the butterfly, but then in Yin Yoga, you keep your feet a little bit away from the body. You can support if you want the knees later. But first, maybe just keep them a little bit like this, feeling the gravity. And then if it gets too much, you can put something here. Take the hands on the soles of the feet. Relax your head. Just first breathe into the posture like this. If you don't feel so much, then maybe you can go more low. And as I said, maybe you need to support your knees with some cushions or something so you can relax them more deeply. Maybe you can come on your elbows. Maybe you can relax your head all the way down, or maybe you like to use a block or a book or a cushion to relax your head on. Be very aware in this posture to keep your lower back long. Otherwise, it can be not so good for the lower back. So don't go like this. Try to keep this long and then go forward. So maybe just this is enough. You can just stay like that. Only if you can keep the back long, the lower back, then you can slowly come forward. It's not necessary to go forward. It's just what your body wants in this moment, can, needs. As I said before, Yin Yoga triggers to find comfortableness in the uncomfortableness. So you kind of feel that it's hurting somewhere and try to really go there, breathe there, and make space in that way. Very slowly press yourself back up again. Lean a little bit backwards and stretch out your legs. And just loosen up the legs a little bit, bring the toes inwards and outwards. Maybe bring gently some energy back into the legs. Maybe wiggle the toes a little bit, maybe make circles with the feet inwards and outwards. And then stretch the legs in front of you. We're going to come into a forward bend. And this is again very passive. So your legs are just relaxed. You don't have to bring energy into the legs by pressing heels away. You just keep the legs relaxed. And again, you can pile a whole lot of cushions if you like in front of you. First, make your body, your upper body open by bringing the hands behind you, opening the chest, roll the shoulders backwards. And then slowly bring the arms forward and start to relax forward. So maybe this is enough, yeah? So what you don't want again is this rounding too much. Try to really lengthen from your lower back. And then maybe it's just like this. Or maybe you need even more cushions. And maybe you just even use your hands to lean with your head on. And if you feel more open, then maybe you can come a little bit more forward. But this is, again, not necessary. Just feel where is your limit. Then try to relax into this forward bend. Slowly walk yourself back up again. Releasing the cushions. And leaning back again. Releasing any energy in the legs. Bringing the toes inside and outside. Bring some energy into the legs like this. And we're just going to do one little bit more intense for the lower back, where you bend your legs. Hip width apart. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, press your belly button up to the sky. Squeeze the buttocks and look up or let your head hang behind like this. Breathe into this posture. And relax again. And then come to lie on your back. Maybe wiggle the hips a little bit from left to right. And then start to walk the legs to the right or to the left, doesn't matter. I'm actually bringing them to the left. So walk your legs to the left or to the right as far as you can. And then take the arms over your head and walk the arms the same direction as the legs are going. And my legs are to the left and my arms also. And then you can intensify it by taking the left foot over the right and kind of bringing it a little bit more towards the side. And I can hold with my left hand, my right wrist. If you do it the opposite direction, you do it the opposite way. If your legs are to the right, and your arms to the right, then you can hold your left wrist with your right hand. And you can bring your right foot over the left. But you can also just have the legs and the arms relaxed without intensifying it by pulling it even more to the side. I hope this is not confusing my instructions. And then just relax the body on the floor. So if you're doing it right, you're feeling a nice side stretch. Breathe into that stretch in the side of your body. Feeling a nice opening. At the same time, feel the body relaxing as much as possible on the floor. Slowly releasing. Bring the arms back to the middle. Walk the feet slowly back to the middle. And the legs just back to the middle. Maybe wiggle the hips a little bit if you feel any tension. And then slowly start walking the legs the opposite direction. And the arms over the head also to the same direction as the legs are going. If you want to intensify, you can hold the wrist and pull it a little bit up. You can take one foot over the other, push it to the side. And then just stay there. Allow your weight to drop down into the earth. Breathe into the side body. Slowly you can release the arm, the feet. Very slowly walk the legs back to the middle. Put your arms next to the body. Wiggle the hips a little bit from left to right. And just allow your weight to drop down. And then slowly bending your legs. And I wanted to do a bridge pose with a block. But if you don't have a block, then you could do it with cushions. Or you could even do it just like this, bringing slowly vertebra by vertebra your spine off the floor, and then coming on the toes and slowly vertebra by vertebra. You can come back all the way to the tailbone, and in this way gently massaging the spine. So that is one option. Or if you feel very open, you can do it without a block. Lock the fingers, bring the shoulder blades together, pressing the buttock bones up, the navel up. Or if you want to do a block, if you have a block, or you could also do this with a book, you bring the block with this side like that, forward, so not sideways. And then you relax your sacrum on that. And then you can relax on the block, which is very nice. And you could do this with a block, with a book, but it's a bit more hard. And you can even stretch your legs like this. I just wanted to show this for the people that have a block. Very nice way to relax the lower back. But I will also show it again without a block. So you can just have your arms like this. Or if you feel very open, you can take your hands on the hips and just lean into your hands instead of the block. So I'm looking at the screen, but if you can just look up and then do whichever variation you want, or just go really slowly, vertebra by vertebra, up and down with your spine. All the way to the tailbone, and then up again. I will not stay too long in this one, so just slowly, if you're using a block, release the block, come slowly down. And then we'll finish with a few last postures, doing a twist, taking the right foot in the middle, the right leg bent, take the left leg over the right. If you want, you can hook the right foot behind the calf muscle, but otherwise just relax it like this. Bring the arms sideways, move the hips a few centimeters to the left, take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, let the legs move to the right, look to the left. Keep both shoulders on the floor and look the opposite direction of where the legs are going. And then just let gravity pull the knees down, or you can put a cushion under the knees if you prefer. I'm gonna stay here a little while. Let's breathe into the twist. Inhale, come slowly back to the middle. Releasing the legs. Shake out for a moment, stretch out the legs. The toes inwards and outwards, like windscreen wipers. And then bending the left leg, place the foot in the middle, take the right leg over the left. Maybe hook your foot behind the calf muscle if you find that nice. Take the hips a few centimeters to the right, take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, let the legs move to the left while you look to the right. If you want, you can put cushions under the knees. And just looking over the right arm, trying to keep both shoulders on the floor. Taking a little while, just breathing into this lying twist. On the next inhale, slowly bring the legs back up again. Release the legs. And we're going to relax into the final Shavasana relaxation posture. Maybe you need to cover yourself with a blanket. Maybe you want to take cushions under the knees. Maybe you want to cover your eyes. And then, when you're comfortable, allow your body to sink down into your mat, into the floor. Allowing the feet, the toes to relax, the heels, the calf muscles and shin bones, the knees, the thighs. Allow your buttocks to relax, the lower back to relax and release. Take a deep breath into your belly, give space to all the organs. Take a deep breath into the chest, giving space to the heart and the lungs. Relaxing the whole spine, the upper back, the shoulders. Relaxing both arms and hands and fingers. Relaxing the neck and the throat. And all the facial muscles. And letting the eyes sink deep within. Like still pools of water. And the whole head relax. Mind relax. The whole body relax. Very slowly waking up the body again, allowing the breath to deepen, wiggling the toes. If you feel to rest deeper and longer, then by all means just stay relaxed and I will close the Zoom later. So don't worry about it. You can also just keep relaxing. But if you feel you want to come out and slowly start wiggling the toes and the fingers, making circular movements with the hands and the feet inward and outward. Rubbing the palms of the hands together, making the hands nice and warm. And placing the hands over the eyes and the forehead, feeling the healing energy of your hands soak into the eyes. And slowly stretching the arms over your head, wake up your body in any way you like to. Rest in lotus position a little longer. Take a few moments before you come and sit up to check in with yourself again. How you're feeling now. Think of something you're grateful for in your life. And then with your eyes closed, gently press yourself back up to a sitting posture, comfortable meditative posture. And observe how you're feeling now in this moment. And we'll seal our practice chanting 3 Ohms together, taking the hands in prayer position in front of the heart. Breathing deeply in through the nose. Breathing deeply in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace. Peace within ourselves, in our hearts. Peace with the people around us, family, friends. And sending peaceful vibrations out into the world. We so need that in this moment. Namaste. Thank you for this beautiful quiet practice today. I wish you a beautiful day.